Welcome to Affiliate Agreement Essentials, and I'm Deborah Carney,
I'm Vinny O'Hare.
and we're joined by affiliate extraordinaire
Eric Nagel.
Eric Nagel of ericnagel.com.
Yep.
The purpose of today's webinar is to go through what merchants need to consider to put in their affiliate agreements, and we're going to put this next slide up, and I want everybody to do a screen capture and send it to every merchant they work with. And this is a great quote from Eric. Eric, go ahead and read it.
If you don't write it down, if you don't say we can't do it, then a lot of times we're going to assume that we can. Affiliates are very imaginative or creative.
Yes. And we already did a podcast on this topic, and I think that we said this, I think I counted it, we said this like 15 times throughout the podcast, because, it's the truth. If you don't have an affiliate agreement, you don't have any rules and regulations for your affiliates. And
there's many a times when we're in the middle of writing an affiliate agreement where we have to actually stop and go back to the merchant and tell them what we think is going to happen, and then add it to the affiliate agreement. Because I kind of think like an affiliate and how I would try to game the system a little bit. Well, I should say use the system as my advantage.
Eric, you're really good at that, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's certain tactics that affiliates have, and if you don't say we can't do it, then we're going to try.
You're going to give it a shot. So, all right. First of all, one of the most important things is that a lot of people get confused between the terms SEM, SEO, and PPC. So SEM is actually search engine marketing altogether, and that actually technically includes paid search and natural search. But in affiliate agreements, most merchants use SEM to refer only to pay-per-click, and even a lot of people who do SEM only consider it to be pay-per-click or paid search. Now, this is the meat of your affiliate agreement. This is where you have to get started, and this is where a lot of merchants get really stuck. So, in terms of PPC, there's so many things to consider. Eric, as an affiliate, what are things you want to hear from the merchant about PPC? You want them, first of all, you want them to have something about PPC. You don't want it to be not included in the agreement, correct?
Right. And even if you have a wide open PPC policy, state that, because then it just removes any question. I respect when people have PPC rules, but I get turned off when people have PPC rules and they don't enforce them. They don't monitor them. There's plenty of times where I'll look at a PPC policy, do a test, and see 8 affiliates bidding. And I reach out to the merchant and say, hey, are we allowed to do this? It says you can't here, but there's all these affiliates doing it. And they're like, well, we're just not monitoring it.
Ooh.
So is it allowed or not? Why even bother saying you can't do it if they're not monitoring it? So whatever the case may be, just cover all the bases. You have some great things here with the trademark versus trademark plus. I mean, there's a lot of times where an agreement will say no trademark bidding, which means Acme Manufacturing Company in my mind. But if I wanted to put Acme Manufacturing Company review or discount, that's a TM plus.
Right.
And is that allowed? So specify that. Direct linking and display URL, a lot of times agreements will say, there's no direct linking, meaning I can't take my PPC ad and direct it right to your site. I have to have it land on my site first. Sometimes there's merchant agreements that allow direct linking but don't allow the display URL, which as a PPC makes no sense.
No sense. That's no sense.
I mean, the page you end up on is your display URL, so you can't allow direct linking but not use the display URL. It just doesn't work. Just be specific. Talk to some PPC affiliates. You should have, if you're allowing PPC in your program, you should be talking to your PPC affiliates and asking them, if there's any questions on your terms, if there's anything you can clarify, anything that they want opened up. And, maybe they're going to say, oh, I'd really like it if you could let me use your name plus a descriptor keyword. And you're thinking all along that you have been allowing it, but the affiliate thinks that you haven't been.
Right.
So be complete and enforce the policy.
Well, and I think you brought up a big point there, and that's one of the things Vinny loves to do.
I love catching people.
So we, if you put together an affiliate terms of service, and I guess this should have actually been a slide all of its own. If you are going to have an affiliate agreement, it isn't going to do anybody any good if you don't enforce it. So like Eric said, if you tell him he can't, if your terms say you can't do something and you are allowing other people to do it, then your affiliates are going to be like suspicious that, okay, you're not going to enforce. And then when the guy that brings it to your attention does it, and then you enforce it, now affiliates are going to be like, I can't trust that merchant. I don't want to put money out and send him sales and then have him turn around and say, you broke the agreement, which means I'm not going to get paid now for things that I paid for already.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that jumped out to me, Eric, as you were talking, was how you do a test and you see the another pay-per-click affiliate doing something wrong. 90% of the time, before I bust somebody, nobody says anything. But after I catch them, it's like 10 minutes later, it seems, that somebody comes in and says, hey, this affiliate's breaking your agreement. But meanwhile, that affiliate has already been contacted, but it takes, a little while to kill it in Google AdWords and stuff.
Right.
So it's just a weird, odd timing that always seems to happen.
Well, and there's another thing, and merchants, if affiliates pull this one out of their hat, oh, a new person's working for us and didn't know the rules. Don't accept that as an excuse. Really tell them, okay, but this is your responsibility to know the rules. We'll let you go this time, but if we see your ads again. And the other thing for PPC that is new technology is that you have to make your PPC policy on mobile. So there are, there are affiliates that are thinking they can bid, they can do PPC on Google Mobile and that we won't catch them. Believe me. Brandverity can find those too, and the other monitoring services, and even us will go through and do a search. And
now the problem that I've run into is that I run a website where I do a lot of trademark plus bidding, where I'm taking the merchant name plus discount or coupon or something. And if the merchant agreement says that I can't do trademark PPC, I just skip them and move on to the next one. I don't add them as a negative. But Bing is especially greedy with their broad search.
Okay.
And I'm getting, emails from OPMs or merchants saying, hey, we found you're bidding on this keyword. And when I look at it, it's like, well, you're appearing for this keyword, but it's really, this one that I'm actually bidding on, which is, it might be 2 perfume merchants. And Bing thinks, well, if you're looking for a coupon for these guys, you might want to go shop at these guys instead. So it's a tricky area.
Well, and another thing that I know is a popular justification for allowing trademark bidding and brand bidding, because not every brand is trademarked, and you can still specify as a merchant what you don't want affiliates to bid on. But something that you really need to consider is that there are 10 paid spots on a Google search results page, and do you want your site and your affiliates there, or do you want your competition there? So on the one hand, trademark bidding is looked at as cheating, and on the other hand, trademark bidding is looked at as protecting your brand. So those are things that as a merchant you need to consider. Do you really care that much about having no one, no affiliates bidding on your trademark and allowing those spots to be available to your competition?
Yeah, I mean, if you have, a perfume store and someone bid, and I'm just making up these names, they probably exist, and I'm sorry. But so then you have, someone goes to Google and searches for the perfume store coupon, and then you have perfumediscounters.com, who says you don't need a perfume store coupon. Oh, where'd I go? There we go. You don't need a perfume store coupon when Perfume Discounters is cheaper. So now the Google search, the user just went, instead of completing a purchase through your site, they went to your competition because your competition was bidding on your keyword.
Right.
So
that's really important. You need to, and you know, your competitors and even competing affiliates for your competitors could bid on your brand. And that's another thing too that actually I need to put in some of our agreements, because I did have a merchant come to me a few years ago that said, hey, an affiliate is bidding on our competitors and directing their traffic to us, and since we have a good relationship with our competitors, we don't want affiliates doing that. So
that would be on a case-by-case basis, I think.
Right. But in general,
and you know what, and as an affiliate, if I was doing that, directing traffic from A to B, if I'm making enough money on B, redirecting that traffic, I might drop the relationship with A.
Right.
Because remember, you can't say anything if I don't have a relationship with you.
Right. Right. And that's becoming
so, yeah, like
a little...
Benny says, it's very case by case.
Yep.
The one thing I wanted to touch on is ridiculous pay-per-click terms.
Oh.
If you own a home and garden store, there's no way you're going to be able to restrict the name garden and call that your trademark.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one to bring up. And we actually, you know, we have a client, their company name is Decorative Ceiling Tiles. Well, you have to be able to bid on decorative ceiling tiles as a phrase, but you can't bid on their domain name, you know, altogether. Okay. And another thing I wanted to bring up, we only touched on direct linking a little bit. I personally feel that affiliates should always be linking to their own website instead of linking direct to merchant. And my theory for that is that if that merchant goes bad, you still have the traffic and you still have the loyal users coming to your website. You're getting the traffic first. You're getting the ability to put them on your mailing list and then send them off to the merchant to go purchase something. And if something goes wrong, you can keep that ad group in place and just swap out who's on your landing page or test the landing page and put up different versions.
And not only that, but if you're doing direct to merchant, the merchant can see the referring keywords.
Yep. And
they're building their database, and in 6 months they say, okay, we're not allowing direct to merchant anymore. We just happen to have this keyword database, and we're going to run our own PPC.
Yep.
Yep, I've been known to...
Which side were you on, Vinny?
Always on the good side, Eric.
Okay.
But I do know an affiliate program that did that.
Yeah.
And then dropped all their pay-per-click.
Right. And that was not nice. And you get more statistics by direct linking to your website. You get, you know, and there's a lot of PPC guys that I've talked to recently that, you know, used to be all, you know, direct to merchant, and then they started realizing, because Google won't let you do a hop. If you're doing a hop to your website just to grab statistics and then it immediately hops to the merchant site, we're going to figure that out, and Google's going to figure that out, and your ads may get banned, or at the very least you're going to get penalized. And for
I was going to say, you get thrown out of the program and all your sales reversed too.
And you're going to get thrown out of the program and all your sales
allowed.
reversed. So, you know, really do build landing pages, and that's what affiliates are good at. You know, merchants should encourage affiliates to build their own landing pages for their products and help them. You know, help if a PPC affiliate comes to you and says, I would like to, you know, do some PPC, help me create a landing page that's good for you, give them some help.
And the other thing I want to add is that if your company is not doing PPC, you should have 1 or 2 PPC affiliates that you're working with that you do allow direct to merchant, because it's a channel that you are not taking advantage of.
Yeah, somebody's got to be doing your PPC.
And you might as well let the experts do it because they know what they're doing.
Yep.
Well, not only that, but it's completely risk-free.
Right.
And you're only paying on a sale. You're not just throwing money out there and doing keyword testing. Leave that to the affiliate. So.
Okay. And then the other part of SEM, and again, when we get into SEO, we've got some merchants that are listening to their outsourced SEO company, or their in-house SEO person gets all flustered because affiliates start ranking above them for SEO. And that actually is what an affiliate's job is to rank in the places where you don't rank. And if your SEO isn't good enough and the affiliates are ranking higher than you, then you need to figure out what you're doing wrong.
And not cut the affiliate.
You know, source code, meta tags, you've got to be able to let the affiliates in their meta tags say, you know, buy blue widgets here. Or, you know, on the page, there are even some big brands that are saying you can't use our name on your page in your meta tags. That's baloney. You know, if you can't use the term, you can't use the name of the store, you can't use the name of the product, you have nothing to sell. So you have to be able to pre-sell on your on-page SEO.
Agree.
You agree with that, Eric?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just,
Well,
I know one of the big brands that does this, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, yeah.
Again, affiliates they're gonna go promote your competitor because
they are. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about it.
The only thing that's going to end up happening is the merchant themselves will rank in the top 10 for their own stuff, and then the other 9 will either be pay-per-click going to competitors, or affiliates ranking for that term and don't care because they're not in your affiliate program anymore, and they're sending to your competition.
Yeah, run AdSense on there, or merchant name is a scam. Merchant name, whatever, and you would probably want to be on the good side of those first 10 results.
Yeah. And I even wrote an article for FeedFront that I'll link to at the end where, you know, be careful here because you can hurt yourself more than help yourself. You know, there are people out there that are going to say, oh, you have to protect your brand no matter what. Don't let your affiliates do this. Don't let your affiliates do that. But you have to consider, what are affiliates supposed to be doing? How are they doing it? And is it beneficial to you and getting reach into areas where you can't? So that was a long slide, but we knew it was going to be. Domain names. Now, here's another place that you can, as a merchant, you can say, please don't use bluewidgetsforsale.com, or, you know, don't put our company name in your top level domain name. However, you really should allow it in subdomains or subfolders, because again, if an affiliate wants to build you out special pages, they're going to get more SEO value over having a folder with your company name and your product name, and then building out pages within that folder. The same thing with subdomains. You know, bluewidgets.ericswebsite.com isn't going to hurt your own product name, but you know, if you feel very strongly about it as a merchant, just make sure you include it. Otherwise, you're giving affiliates carte blanche to be able to say, you know, bluewidgetscam.com, and then say, oh no, they aren't really a scam. And I've seen a lot of that lately.
Yeah.
it's
something that I don't think we talked about on the podcast, and that's not on this slide, but having to do with domain names, is typo domains.
Oh, yes.
And that's been not really a hot topic, but it's come up a couple times this year. I have my theory on it, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Well, again, that's a one by one on the merchant side. So, like, some merchants have the money and the ability to buy up most of their typo domains, or they have a way to, you know, get those. And then there are other merchants who are like, okay, you know, we'll allow that. And it totally depends on your brand and what you're selling.
I'm trying to think of the last time I've seen an affiliate sale with a typo domain.
Well, that's the other thing too, is that, you know, they don't always work.
That's what I'm saying, because you can't build up, you know, you can have the domain and somebody go there and have a redirect to the merchant site, but
that's pretty much all it is.
Yeah. But the page would never rank or anything like that, so you're not really getting that much traffic unless it was a common misspelling.
Well,
and you get
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
Eric.
Okay, I was gonna say you get not only the type in traffic, but I've got a few typo domains that there are articles on news websites that link to my typo domain just because they spelled it wrong in their article.
Nice.
And when they click on, when they do a link check and they click on it, okay, that link worked and went to the page that I wanted to go to.
Okay.
So, my thought is, if you don't want affiliates doing it, spend the $8 and buy these domains.
Yep.
If you can't afford, let's say there's 50 domains. Okay, so what is that, $400?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't afford that, then just let your affiliates take the risk and buy the typo domains, and they'll know within a year if it's not working, they're not going to renew them.
Right.
And if it is working, then again, you're getting traffic that you would have otherwise just lost on a typo domain. If the domain doesn't exist, a lot of times the ISPs are picking that up. They'll take the domain the user tried to get to and throw it on a co-branded Google search page where you have your pay-per-click and you're paying for the click. Or even worse, one of your competitors buys it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, so
ethics between online merchants.
Yeah.
Now, and another thing to think about is, like I said, with the direct-to-merchant PPC, if you're buying a website domain that is bluewidgetswhatever.com, you're married to that. I mean, that's your website. And again, do you want to be... I mean, we all want to think that merchants are going to be around forever and ever, but realistically, affiliate programs come and go, merchants switch from network to network. Do you want to have do you want to be stuck with domains that go to a particular merchant that all of a sudden their affiliate program disappears? Yes, you can replace it with a competitor, but just food for thought. One of those other things. But if you can afford the money to buy a few typo domains because you're seeing them come in your search results, go for it.
Another thing that we should add, well, it's in all laws, but I'm just sitting here thinking about trademark domain names with different extensions, .us and stuff like that. You have to make sure that is in your affiliate agreement too.
Yeah, well, usually we say top-level domains, but other merchant agreements, they don't think of that. So, again, if it's not in your program terms, guess what?
It will happen.
It will happen.
I'm going to go register it right now.
I just bought ericnagel.info.
Okay.
You think.
Now, here's some things that your affiliate agreement can determine, and just a reminder, if you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and type them in, and Benny's watching that box to see if you have any questions or comments. So, if you want to give your opinions on some of these things, please do. So now, your affiliate agreement can also determine what you want to prohibit as far as website content. Now, most of and here's a good place to point out the fact that a network will have a terms of service. If you have an in-house program, you're totally on your own. But if you have if you're on a network, most networks will prohibit adult websites, or there are adult sites that are okay, but they won't allow porn, they won't allow hate, or really nasty types of websites. But you still want to go in and look at the websites that are carrying your content. And if you don't want your baby t-shirts to be on a controversial website, then you need to actually determine what sites you don't want to have your products on, what types of sites, and list those out in your agreement. So if you're approved within a program, affiliates can put your content now on any of their websites that they want to. So you have to be sure that the guy that signed up with babytanktops.com and he has all pretty baby things, also doesn't have like a gun site where he's got, you know, your baby tank tops next to, you know, guns and knives, if that's something that you don't want to see. And like I said on here, that's pretty extreme, but that's the idea. If there are sites, if you want to control the type of sites that your product is shown on, or your brand is shown on, you need to list those out in your agreement. And that's actually one of the things that deters some people from starting an affiliate program, is that they don't think they can control that. Again, you have to enforce, and you have to do manual approvals, because if you do auto approve within any network, you will get sites you don't want your stuff to be on.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've gone all of our sites to manual approve, which I know some affiliates don't like, because when they join a program, they're hot, they want to jump right on it. You know, they want to get something added to their site, and if they have to wait 24 hours, the sizzle is gone, could be gone. However, from a merchant point of view and from an affiliate point of view, because you don't want to be competing with crappy sites as an affiliate either. You know, you would rather have be up against other sites that are within your own league to be able to promote programs.
Like I said in the podcast, we manually approve. It also protects our current affiliates from
Scammers.
bad scammers.
So, Eric, anything to add?
No, I've got nothing there.
We covered that pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now we have website content, but then now there's also unacceptable websites. There are a lot of people that are try to get started with affiliate marketing on free hosting, and there are some merchants that say, I don't want anybody that's on a free host. There are people who are trying to sign up with WordPress.com websites, and they actually don't allow affiliate marketing on WordPress.com. Also, Facebook has finally cracked down, and you can't do, they actually mess affiliate links up totally
In groups or fan pages,
so that they don't work. So, you know, as a merchant, if you don't want to be found on, you know,
Facebook.
tripod.com, Facebook will cover it a little bit. If you don't want to be found on tripod.com, or I don't even know which ones are free anymore. There's
Squidoo.
Squidoo. If you don't want to be on a Squidoo lens, you know, again, do your manual approvals, look at the websites that people have in their account, and if you don't see an account that is, and this is getting a little bit off topic, if you don't see an account that's matched up well with your brand, send them an email before you decline them and say, you know, do you have sites somewhere else? Or did you realize that, you know, you could get hosting for, you know, $100 for a whole year, and then, you know, you don't
Here's
have...
my affiliate link.
Yeah, here's my affiliate link. And, you know, again, most merchants don't want to be on banner farms anymore. You know, they don't want to be on
Yes,
sites.
people are still making banner farms. I see 100 of them a day.
Yeah. You don't want people to be using traffic exchanges, auto surfing, paid to surf promotions. And again, yes, these are, you know, from the late 90s, early 2000, but people are still doing this. And we'll talk more about click to reveal in a few minutes. And you only want to, you know, you probably only want to be on websites that have content. You know, you don't want to be on a website that just, you know, pulls in your data feed, doesn't give any additional reason for the shopper to be on that website. You want there to be something else, like, you know, are there reviews? Is there other, you know, is the person pulling in your data feed, mixing it with, you know, grouping it differently than the way you're doing it? You have to add some kind of value. And then there are some merchants that say, I don't care. I want to be on any site that wants us. You know, you can put us on anything. But again, just make sure you put it in writing one way or the other, because otherwise affiliates don't think you thought about it.
Agreed.
Good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Oh, that was easy. Okay, now coupons, and I will say it, near and dear to a lot of people's hearts.
We need to get you a new tagline.
Well, the problem is that, all of a sudden, there's this big uproar about coupon sites. And for some reason, it's getting spread around that coupon sites are devaluing your affiliate program. And you would have gotten the sales anyway. And, there's a lot of nonsense going around about coupon sites. No, I don't have a coupon site. I never did coupon sites. But I appreciate the work that goes into a good coupon site. And yes, there are good coupon sites and there are bad coupon sites. And the first thing before you can put anything in your merchant agreement about coupon sites is, do you have a coupon prompt in your shopping cart? Because if you do, and there's no coupon on your site that your shopper can grab, like we have merchants that put right in their header, this is this month's coupon. And then that way the shopper won't leave to go get a coupon. But if you have a coupon prompt in your shopping cart, and whether you have coupons or not, that shopper is now going to go open another window and do a search for your company name plus coupon. And if they find a coupon and they click that link and an affiliate gets credit for that sale, that affiliate closed that sale. Because if you have a coupon prompt and no coupon available, that shopper is going to open another window and look for another place they can buy that product with a coupon. Because you put it in their head that there should be a coupon out there. Would you agree with that line of reasoning, Eric?
Yeah, and I can't believe all the studies that show that that is the case, and all of the merchants who deny it.
Mm-hmm.
The shopper will just, I do it too. If I see I'm going to buy something and there's a coupon prompt and I can't find a coupon, I'm not going to buy. Or I'm going to sign up for your newsletter and wait 2 weeks until you drop it in there. I'm going to go become a fan of your Facebook page and wait for a coupon.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a coupon prompt, having the code available is going to close the deal. And like you said, just have it. It could be as simple as, don't have a coupon, click here to get one. And the coupon is, free shipping off $50 or over.
Mm-hmm.
And previously, you were already giving that automatically to everyone.
Right.
So just make it a coupon so you're not, as an affiliate, especially a coupon affiliate, I have a coupon site. It sounds silly, but if you have the coupon available on your site, the user's not going to go looking for one, and you're not going to get a coupon affiliate to be credited for the sale. So
right.
There's proper ways to do it on your side. And like you said, just be aware, if you have a coupon field, there's going to be coupon affiliates that are going to be going after those shoppers.
And again, like I said, merchants think that they would have closed the sale themselves, but once a shopper leaves and starts looking for that coupon, they're done. It will be the affiliate that closes the sale, or you will have an abandoned shopping cart. They might come back a little while later if they, can't find a coupon anywhere, but they're gonna go looking unless it's something they really, really need right now. And
what about the merchant putting a coupon above the coupon?
Right, that's what we were just saying, is just put the coupon, like American Tea Room. When I go shopping there, if there's a coupon code, it's right there in the header.
And you won't go looking.
And I don't have to go looking. I can just complete my sale right there, in that coupon prompt. And, a good point actually is Amazon. Amazon never does coupons, doesn't have coupons, and you just go into Amazon and you buy what you're going to buy. They have sales and deals, but there's, to my knowledge, never been a coupon on the Amazon website.
No, and merchants, this is a great opportunity to get people to join your newsletter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a coupon, join our newsletter, you'll instantly get $5 off. And I see that all the time too.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure it's not a link that overwrites the affiliate cookie. That
we've seen that.
That newsletter link needs to be a nice regular link, not not some kind of a tracking link, and definitely not an affiliate tracking link that negates the affiliate cookie.
We could probably do a whole webinar on that.
Yes.
I've never even heard of that.
Really? I
Yeah.
actually left the company because of that.
Back in the day, I think when I first started doing affiliate stuff, I joined a program and I think I bought something myself or something like that, and then I realized that I didn't get credit for the sale, even though they allowed, self purchases, and it was because they sent in. I didn't buy it the first day, but when I signed up for their email, it came the next day, and then I bought it, but I clicked through the link on the email, and that negated the cookie off my computer. And there was a thread on one of the affiliate message boards about that, and it seemed like they did it to they sent this out to 30,000 affiliates, whatever the crazy number was, and it negated everybody's sales for the month.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard about live chat doing that, but I've never heard newsletters that do that.
Oh yeah.
So,
It's because more OPMs are stepping in and more merchants are using OPMs. One of the very first things I tell our merchants is that yes, we want you to close the sale from the affiliate. The affiliate is to get you the shopper, and then you have to close the sale. And if you need to use, a coupon in a newsletter to do that, that's awesome. But make sure that that is not tracking. And we have turned down merchants, and as I said, I left the company because they thought it was
okay.
It was fine. It was their email that closed the sale. The fact that the affiliate sent the shopper in to begin with was of no value to them. So now here are some things that are, that you also need to do. Are you going to have additional PPC restrictions? Like, you don't want trademark plus coupon or trademark plus deal or, whatever. You have to specify that. Otherwise, affiliates are going to bid on it, and also broad match. It's just going to, affiliate PPC ads are just going to show up. If they're optimizing for the word coupons and someone types in, Acme company coupons, they're gonna show up for that. So you have to either tell the affiliates in your agreement that they have to use your company name as a negative keyword, or you have to tell them it's okay to combine your trademark with the word coupon or deal or review. Review sites are another whole nother animal. And then as far as coupon sites that you want to be leery of, and I know, Eric, you and I disagree a little bit on this one, but as long as it's clear in your affiliate agreement, it can be managed by a lot of the affiliates that do this. There's lately, because they're trying to protect their cookie, a lot of affiliate websites, coupon affiliate websites, have what's called click to reveal. So in a way, this is okay if there really is a coupon and you send them to a page that, has that coupon code on it, or you pop open a box that has the coupon code before you pop open the link to the merchant site. But 9 times out of 10, there's no coupon, there's an expired deal, or, the click to reveal just opens the merchant site with no other information at all. I guess I shouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but a lot of the times. And this is particularly a problem for merchants who don't have coupons at all and don't have a coupon prompt, but coupon sites still want to be able to feature those merchants on their website. Eric, you want to jump in on that?
You and I first disagreed about this. But I think I read it somewhere that, click to reveal you want to avoid. And I just thought that I have click to reveal on my site, but it's only when there's valid coupons.
Right.
And once it becomes an invalid coupon, I do show the last 10 that expired, but they're not click to reveal.
Okay.
And then I also have, there's certain merchants who say, we don't want any click to reveal. And in my database, I just check a box and I say, this merchant, you can't do click to reveal, so just display their coupons. And on the front end, it just lists them all.
Okay.
I mean, I do consider myself to be a creative affiliate, but I'd never thought of, doing a click to reveal when there's nothing to reveal, or clicking to reveal expired offers and kind of the shadier things there. And like I said, I do click to reveal when there's actual valid coupons. the user's getting some value out of it.
Yep. And that's the right way to do it. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's 9 times out of 10 not the case.
Yeah.
You know, with affiliates.
I was researching a coupon site that had some clicks, and the clicks were to Loxley Gallery, which is all prints, and they had a coupon listed for 10% off pillowcases at Loxley Gallery. And I'm like, well, that's lovely. I've never put a pillowcase on that site.
They'll just use any name. They'll make up stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a poster site. It's a place where you go buy posters. It's not a site where you can go buy pillowcases. So that, that made me look deeper into that affiliate, and they got an email from pretty much every single one of our merchants, asking them to fix their pages and, to tell them not to take in user submitted coupons. That's another thing that, for some merchants that's fine. We have a gift merchant that you can use any coupon you can find anywhere on the internet, and affiliates will be credited for it and they'll be happy. And there are other merchants that only want affiliates to use specific coupons that were created for the affiliate channel. And they don't want anything that was like a special coupon that went out to the newsletter list.
I was just going to ask that. We just got that question.
Yeah?
Did you see the question or no?
No.
Jim asked. He says, will you discuss merchant coupons versus affiliate coupons and not letting affiliates use a coupon available on a merchant site?
If the coupon is available on the merchant site, affiliates should be able to use that. That's my opinion, and that's what I would recommend to any merchants that work with us. If, however, you do send out a special coupon just to former shoppers, you want that's a special gift for those specific shoppers, and that shouldn't be able to be user submitted to a coupon site for general use. And the way that can be controlled is by allowing it only, one use, tying it to a particular person. Some shopping carts will let you do that. And the other thing too the other thing to think about is, if it's out there in the general public and you're splashing it everywhere, affiliates should be able to use it.
Because they'll find it and they will put it on their websites.
Because again,
it's very hard to police unless you're going to go in after the sale, and go in and start canceling affiliate orders.
Right.
Which ain't going to make your affiliates happy.
No.
One thing
go ahead.
I was going to say, the one thing that drives me nuts with, in terms of what coupons you can use and not, is when through the network feed. So if you're working with ShareASale or CJ, affiliates can pull in the feed of coupons, and that's how these coupon databases are built, and these coupon affiliate sites. So all of the coupons I pull in, we review them first and kind of clean them up, and when the expiration dates are different and such, we make sure that they're correct. But when I see a coupon come through that's the coupon code is like Retail Me Not 15 or Coupon Cabin 15, obviously it's an exclusive to that affiliate,
right?
But the merchant put it through the general coupon feed.
Yep, so and didn't list it as private.
Yeah, so just know how to use the networks, because that's if someone says, why do you have this one listed on your site? Well, why did you put it in my feed?
Especially for the people that auto-populate the feed and don't do like you are, which, you go through and check first. Well, a lot of people just automate that process and don't look at what came through. Right. And then other people do put in filters to filter out, the names of their competitors that generally get what's normally called an exclusive coupon, but basically what it really is just a coupon that's got your website on it. It's not going to be anything different than anybody else's coupon. Code. Yeah.
That explains a lot to me, because when I'm looking at click to reveal coupons, and I'll click on a deal and it'll say Coupon Cabin.
Right.
So.
And you're not on Coupon Cabin?
Yeah. Or whatever, coupon.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions over there?
That's it so far.
No? Okay, just checking. I'm not at the computer that has the questions on it, so I have to trust Vinny to look over and see if you guys are asking anything. Another thing, in addition to coupons, and coupon and deals and loyalty sites can all be very valuable traffic sources. You just have to be careful about which sites you let in. So, like, there's a WordPress plugin now to create a quote-unquote coupon website. Well, your coupon website now adds no value because you are just doing the exact same thing as 50 other people, and the only thing that's different is your color scheme. And
sometimes not even that.
And sometimes not even that. So, as a coupon site, in addition, be like Eric, where you are checking the coupons, making sure that they have an end date. If there's no end date, either don't use it, or, if it's an important merchant, contact the merchant or the network and say, what's your end date? The other thing to consider are deals. And I know, again, unfortunately, on most of the networks, you can't separate coupons from deals. If you have a deal, it has to go in that same feed with coupons. And we have a merchant that doesn't do coupons hardly at all, but they do 10 to 20 deals every week that have varying expiration dates. And you as a merchant, you need to decide, do you want coupon sites to be able to run those deals? Yes. As a coupon affiliate, you have to decide if you want to run those deals. I would say please do, because they're usually even bigger discounts than a coupon would allow. But Eric, I think you have strong feelings about not wanting deals in the coupon feeds.
I don't want deals because I do not have a large audience, so I don't have the repeat visitors. I'm going for the SEO traffic, the deep traffic. I mean, my interior pages receive far more traffic than my homepage does on my coupon site.
Okay.
So I just filter out deals, and when I see a merchant that only pushes deals through, I've got an internal blacklist that.
I'm on a blacklist.
Well, and it just says if this merchant submits something and it doesn't have a coupon code, then just skip it and move on. So that's just the way I decided to build my site.
Right.
Other people build things differently.
Right. Well, and it's good for merchants to know that, again, you have that kind of control, and if you see a coupon affiliate that doesn't run deals, reach out to them and see if they'd be willing to run your deals under certain circumstances, but again.
And I do have merchants that reach out to me and they say, oh, we have this deal, and I'll push it out to my newsletter.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a way I can actively sell versus, I guess, passively selling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, I think we've covered coupons for now. And next up is email. Now, a lot of people have gotten, into the spam mentality, and they think that there's way too much spam, and that it's all the email affiliate's fault, when generally it's probably not an email affiliate that's a real affiliate anyway. Basically, you can allow email affiliates. Generally, what we recommend is allow email affiliates, but in your terms, don't allow them to direct link their merchant links. Make them go to their own website, again, their own landing pages, because then you're not in the loop of having to make sure that it's a double opt-in, canned spam compliant list. But make sure you specify that they should be only double opt-in, canned spam compliant lists, and you can even ask to pre-approve an email before it goes out. If you have really good email affiliates, you'll know within seeing the first one or two email drops that they do, and then you won't need to pre-approve after that. A lot more email affiliates are coming over from the lead gen side and coming over to the pay-per-sale side. So, since I'm assuming that most of the people watching this are merchants that are pay-per-sale, those email affiliates do have some pretty solid lists, and there are some people that you would probably want to hook up with. But again, like coupons, if you don't think they're adding value, then just make sure you specify in your affiliate agreement that no email. And when you think about email, it's not just big emailers. You know, it's people like Eric that have a list. You want him to send, you know, your offer to his list. That's about the size of it.
I never thought I was an email affiliate.
Yes, you are. If you're sending a newsletter, you're an email affiliate. How about that?
Yeah.
You can add that to your list. And that's a good point that merchants need to understand, is that affiliates with a newsletter don't consider themselves to be an email affiliate. And, you know, you shouldn't consider them to be an email affiliate either, as long as everything is CAN-SPAM compliant. You know, there's opt-outs, all that good stuff.
The one thing that I have to add is, in your affiliate agreement, make sure you put in there that if you're not sure, send us an email for further verification.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people will be confused about them sending emails and stuff, and if you can figure out the way the affiliate is going to send you how he's going to send emails out, the better off you are. So let them ask that question.
Yep. We have that several times through our agreement. If you have a question about this section, just shoot us an email and we'll get back to you. And merchants, if you have that in your agreement, make sure you answer the people that send you emails. Those are the people that reach out to you, are the people that you really want to work with. Okay, we are up to social media. So social media is kind of a new thing that is still growing and evolving, and you really need to have appropriate terms in your agreements. We had to go through and update all of our affiliate agreements about 6 or 8 months ago, because we were starting to see affiliates that were simply taking the data feeds from our merchants and tweeting out one product per second.
Or pretending to be the merchant.
Yeah, or pretending to be the merchant. And, you know, that's not an appropriate way I mean, you're going to get turned in for spam, you know, by users. You're going to get turned off by the affiliate, you know, by the merchant, and possibly even kicked out of networks. So, you know, use your affiliate agreement to tell affiliates, yes, you can advertise on Facebook. Yes, you can use you can tweet our products in your Twitter feed according to these parameters. And I think, you know, Eric, you use Twitter the right way, which is you see someone talking about a product and you say, hey, I like this product, here's a link, go buy it. Where other people are just using an RSS, Twitter feed or something else to just drop links without any conversation.
Every 10 minutes.
Yeah. See, I've done both. Mm-hmm. Right now, I have TweetDeck columns that I monitor keywords, mm-hmm. and I engage with people, and that's for one of my bigger niche sites. But also, when Twitter was young, I went out and registered a merchant's name, and it was actually Donors Choose, which is a charity, and you can donate directly to a classroom, so you know where your money's going. Mm-hmm. And I was taking the projects that were nearing completion, like they just needed another $5 or $10. And I would just tweet those out, and this one needs $5 more, this needs $10, and I raised, I think in like 6 weeks, I raised like $5,500 for classrooms.
Wow!
Through Twitter. So, and then they wanted the name back, and they never ran the script that I gave them.
Oh.
So it's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, I guess I could see, if you're hammering Twitter with, a result every minute, and just taking the Amazon catalog and dumping it online.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It was worse than every minute. It was like right under the radar for where Twitter turns you off.
Throttling. Yeah, I was doing like maybe 6 to 8 per day.
Yeah. No. We had several affiliates that just literally took the data feed and just dumped it. And as often as Twitter would let it go, they just did product name link, product name link, product name link. And of course, we started getting complaints. They showed up in the merchants' Google alerts, and we basically and this particular affiliate actually joined more than one of our programs, and we had to follow her around and go kick her out of each one, or because she didn't want to do it any differently. That was the way she wanted to do it.
Did it work?
Yeah, no, it didn't work. She didn't make any sales.
I didn't think so.
You know, I mean, if you're not engaging with your audience, it's called social media for a reason. It's not spam media, it's social media.
Yep.
You know, talk to people, look at what's going on when something new comes up. You know, if you, as a merchant, if you see something new popping up and affiliates are trying it out, let the affiliates do the testing. You know, reward them for being on top of things and let them do the testing. And just set up the parameters as far as your trademark terms or whatever to, you know, keep it within something that you're comfortable with.
Okay, I got a question from Daniel. Should you have some kind of disclosure in your Twitter account profile if it's mainly for deals?
That's a good idea.
I think that Twitter would get rid of the account.
No. There
Just for deals.
are quite a few that are just deals feeds.
Okay.
You know, some of the larger loyalty sites have a feed that's a deals feed. There's a lot of, if you look in the description, it says deals. And for a while, people were playing around with the idea of putting, you know, brackets, ad, or hashtag ad.
Yeah, no.
And that doesn't work.
I think it's against Twitter's terms of service to just blast out deals.
Okay, well then there's probably about 500 accounts that need to be like,
Oh, yeah,
or
without a
more
doubt.
that. But
What I would do is your Twitter bio has a URL field.
Yep.
And I think Peter Shankman does this where he has that URL goes to a specific, hey, you're following me on Twitter landing page.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
on that landing page, to say, these are the types of things I'm tweeting about. By the way, here's my disclosure policy.
That's a great
Because
idea.
you can't put a disclosure policy on Twitter in your bio.
Right.
Right, so
You know, it's just not enough room. So I would just put a Twitter-specific landing page in your bio URL, and you can include your disclosure policy there.
That's a great idea. So merchants, recommend that to your affiliates.
And then you also have the anything else.
Yes.
Do affiliates still try to sell products on eBay and drop ship them?
I think most stopped.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think most of the affiliates will end up using drop shippers and get into the drop shipping business now. Is what I would think.
Yeah. There are a few affiliates I know of in the past that used affiliate programs to. They took the purchases and then they bought it from the affiliate through an affiliate link, and then they made that much money on the sale. However,
I was gonna say if the commission's 20% and you're selling it on eBay for 10% off,
right,
you're pocketing 10%.
Plus shipping.
Well, I mean, in theory, if you're just doing drop shipping, the user's
Right.
paying for that, and you got to pay your eBay fees. And
Right.
I didn't know. I mean, I did see a couple programs here and there saying, you know, that they don't allow anyone to sell the products on eBay.
And there would probably be, I think I know some of the programs that are doing that, and they're doing that to protect themselves because they're actually running their own stores, but it might not look like they are.
Right.
And the other thing about drop shipping using your affiliate account to make the money is that there's the problem with the product being out of stock, and you don't know that when you sell it. So I think, and the same thing with eBay, the problem, you know, is that the eBay agreement says you need to have that product in your hand when you're selling it on eBay. So if you're going to, you know, if you're going to collect the money and then go buy it and then send it, you know, there's time delays, there's, you know, eBay can crack down on you or whatever. So, but that is a good thing to think about if you have if you're a merchant with a product that you think affiliates might want to throw it on eBay, that you include that. I don't think anything we have would sell well on eBay.
Yeah.
None of the merchants we manage. But that's a very good point. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, now I know we're running a little long, so if some of you have to go, that's fine. Pop your questions in and we will...
Not one person has dropped off this call.
Okay, I'm just checking. We've been on for an hour, and I know, you know, but it's all good information, I think. Okay, so next we have framing. Now, one of the things when we did the podcast about this, Eric wasn't aware of, is that if you use an invisible iframe or any kind of framing on a website, it could be against the network terms. A lot of networks have that in their terms. I think CJ does. And ShareASale might not have it in their terms, but it could break the tracking. And if you're going to put a merchant in an iframe, first of all, check with the merchant and make sure it's okay. And in all of our merchant agreements, it's not. And you also have to, do a test purchase. And if it's expensive items, you might not want to do that. So framing, while it sounds like a good idea because you think people are staying on your site, I don't really think it's such a great idea, because all of a sudden, if a person thinks they're buying from XYZ site and they get a package from Acme Widgets, they're going to go, I didn't order this. And they might be confused, and you might get the emails as the affiliate instead of the merchant getting the emails. So as a merchant, it's easier to just say, please don't frame. If you want to frame, talk to us about why you need to. Some third-party tools do use their tracking via iframes, and that is already been tested. So those are the only instances when it's allowed, like in a widget, or if you get a Pop Shops widget or a Golden Can, if they're using some kind of a frame or an iframe to build a widget, then that would be okay. Eric, any thoughts on that?
No, not really.
Not really.
I think you covered that well.
Thanks. Pay-per-view, it's new. It's not allowed in most networks. I suggest affiliate agreements to, for now, regulate it and keep an eye on it and see if you want to allow it later. I don't want to go into a big explanation of what it is. Just for right now, let's just say just don't allow it, and especially check with the network and ask your network if it should be allowed. And if they say it is, that still doesn't mean do it. It just means you can be open to it in the future, possibly after it's more regulated. The other types of things that your affiliate agreement, even though they're shady, you really need to include them in your agreement. You need to actually say in your affiliate agreement, we don't allow software downloads, we don't allow toolbars, we don't allow adware and spyware. If you don't say it, even though some networks are more stringent about not allowing it than others, you really need to put that in your affiliate agreement and make sure that, again, you enforce it if you find a company that's doing it. And something else to remember about the enforcement part: someone who signed up with a network, 8 years ago with a specific site, maybe using other sites to promote you. So keep an eye on your referring URLs. Go check and make sure that they haven't changed their business, the way they run their business from the way they did it when they first joined your program. A lot of added things like toolbars or downloadable software because it sounded like a good idea at the time. And if it's overwriting other affiliate cookies, we don't like it. You can't do it. And you need to put that in your agreement.
I was just going to say, make sure it's in your agreement.
Mm-hmm.
This way you can enforce it later.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff in your affiliate agreement is stuff that will protect the merchant and your current affiliates.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have it in there so you can enforce it.
Yep. Like Eric says, if it's not in the agreement, we can do it.
Yep.
You were typing, I heard you.
Or you could even say it's encouraged.
Yeah.
If it's not in.
If it's not in there, oh wow, they don't care. We're going to do this. And some networks reps will encourage you to work with some partners that have software downloads because it appears to be making more money in the affiliate channel, when in reality it's either overwriting other affiliate channels or it is overwriting your PPC and your own SEO. So just do your due diligence, check on what types of things you should be allowing and not allowing. Types of affiliate sites. Now, again, your affiliate agreement can't cover everything, but be aware of what's out there and what you want to work with and what you don't. Be informed And please don't say, oh, all coupon sites, we can only give them, a lower commission than anyone else, or we shouldn't work with them at all. Don't say all cashback loyalty sites are bad. All review sites, they're just fake. So, we don't want any review sites. With the new law, the new FTC laws about disclosure with review sites, just look at the sites that are signing up and make sure that they have a disclosure. Put it in your affiliate agreement that review sites need a disclosure, because the way the law is written, the FTC can not only go after the affiliate, but they're going to go after you because the affiliate was promoting your product. Eric, anything?
No, I was just, surprised to see some merchants being hit by the FTC based on the affiliates' actions.
Yeah.
So as a merchant-focused webinar, the listeners here should be aware of that.
Yep. Yeah, the FTC is not playing around. Somebody got burned that had power, so they're cracking down. And like you said, they're going right after the merchants, and you need to protect yourself as a merchant by not allowing the sites and making sure your agreement clearly states that, they have to have the FTC disclosure on their site that they are getting paid for this, or that they got something for free. All right. Blogs. A lot of merchants are just blanket turning down blogs, and I think that it's important to note that blogs are websites too. And again, don't lump all blogs in the same basket, but take every website on a case-by-case basis and put in your agreement if certain types of blogs are not allowed. And, like we said, like Squidoo isn't really a blog, but it's a place where people kind of use it as blogs. If you don't want Squidoo sites in your program, say so. If you don't want Blogger.com sites in your program, say so. I don't think you should do that, but, you do have that ability if you think that it weakens your brand to be on those types of websites. And keep up with industry changes. This is becoming more and more important. And the points on the first 2 points on this slide are things that actually that affiliates put into a thread that we started on the Affiliate Summit Networking Forum. And I said, what do you want to see in a merchant agreement? And because the Nexus tax laws are spreading, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, as a merchant, you need to find out. You need to go to the PMA website. You need to do a search for your state plus the term Amazon tax or Nexus or sales tax, and figure out what it means for your state and see if there is one in your state, because affiliates now need to have merchants clarify that if a Nexus law passes in the state that they live in, that the merchant is in New York and the affiliate is in California. If a Nexus law passes in California, are you gonna, as a merchant, kick out all the affiliates that are in California, or are you going to keep your affiliates and try to collect the sales tax? Affiliates are really worried about this right now, and they really want clarification. Another thing that keeps coming up over and over again is affiliates want clarification of whether company employees or contractors are allowed to be active affiliates of the Merchants Affiliate Program. The big distinction being active, because your affiliate manager should be an affiliate in your program so that they can see from the network side what affiliates are seeing, and so they can pull certain creatives and give recommendations. However, they should not have active affiliate links out there on websites. You as a merchant need to reassure affiliates what your company policy is. This may not fit as part of your affiliate agreement. It might be better in your bio or somewhere else, but think about how to communicate that to affiliates. And yes, that includes your webmaster, who may be working for multiple companies and
the webmaster's brother.
Or
yeah, that's the thing. I mean that webmaster has so much data available
Mm-hmm.
If you can see what affiliates are doing that's working, and you're right, go, hey, cousin Joe, let's build a website that looks like this.
Yep. Anybody who has access to the confidential information on your affiliate program should be discouraged or prohibited from being an affiliate. And one of the things that some affiliate managers do, and it makes them think it's okay, but in my opinion it still isn't, is they set themselves to a zero commission. Well, that's all well and good, but you still have possibly overwritten another affiliate's cookie. So to me, if the webmaster or whoever is building a test site that has affiliate links on it that shoppers are actually going to land on and click that link, it's the same as including that link in a newsletter, and because you're wiping another affiliate cookie. Again, there are varying opinions on this, and as a company, as a merchant, you need to decide what you want to allow. And then if you let affiliates know what your policy is, it gives your affiliates that are considering working with you the ability to make a decision based on what your company policy is. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah. I never even thought about the zero commission overriding someone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because I asked the network at one point, I said, I want to put up an example site, how can I keep it from overriding, I want to show affiliates how to do things. How do I keep it from overriding another affiliate cookie? And they said, well, you can set your commission to 0. I said, yes, that zeroes out that I'm not making money. However, I'm still overriding an affiliate cookie. And they said,
especially if you got like a 180-day cookie or
right,
unlimited cookie.
Yeah. And the network came back to me with, well, there's no way to give you a test link that doesn't, a link that you can use that doesn't overwrite an affiliate cookie. So,
it seems that week after week I come into instances where I wish we could just add a parameter onto a tracking link to make it not track and just test to make sure the link works and such. And
yep.
There's another example.
Yep, exactly. I mean, I would be very happy to build out example websites, of affiliate linking. And unfortunately, some things like widgets for most networks, I can't put up, or a video, I can't put up an example without there being a clickable link there. And
right.
So the affiliates lose because I can't train them how to do that on a live site, because I won't risk having them click it or a shopper coming across it accidentally and overwriting someone else's cookie. And again, these are industry changes. There's things going on. Companies get bigger. More people are involved with the affiliate program. People you didn't expect. And, affiliates want to know who is doing what with the information that they are providing. And then lastly, listen to your affiliates. Watch your sales and conversions and figure out if there are changes you need to make to your affiliate agreement because affiliates are doing things that you're not comfortable with, or if affiliates are doing things that you want to encourage. So, or if you initially thought PPC restrictions were a good thing for your company and then you looked around and you realized they weren't, go ahead and change it. You can change your affiliate agreement, and the network will spit out an email to your affiliates to go look. But it's also good to then send an email, a newsletter or an email, and especially to your top performing affiliates, send a personal email saying, we made some changes. Make sure you take a look at this. And now these are things you might not know about your affiliate agreement. How the network formats the terms. Double check it before you set them live. In some networks, if you give them a beautifully formatted Word document, it's going to show up to the affiliates as one big blob with no paragraph breaks, no line breaks, and it'll look like one big huge mess. So please double check with your network, see how it looks. If you have to add HTML, add the HTML to make it look understandable. Put the most important points in plain English, not legalese, right at the top of the agreement. Those would be your PPC rules, your coupon rules, your prohibited websites. Put those right at the top so that affiliates don't have to read a 12-page document that your legal team put together about the affiliate program agreement. Put the highlights right at the beginning. Make sure that those affiliates can see that agreement before they apply. This is probably going to be a network thing, but really make sure that they can read the agreement before they apply so they can decide to apply or not based on what your terms are. If you don't allow PPC, certain affiliates just aren't going to join your program, which is fine because you don't want them. And like I said, email your affiliates when you make any kind of changes. Is there anything else, Eric, you can think of that when you look at an affiliate agreement within the network?
No, I mean, the big things to me are just cover those main points up front, especially if you have something that's irregular in the industry. And, look at it as an affiliate, from an affiliate account. Mm-hmm. So you can see if the formatting's broken. Or there was one particular merchant who you could add HTML into the affiliate agreement, so they put, because they wanted to include images in their agreement for some reason or something like that, so they put a base ref in there.
Oops.
So when you went to click on the join button,
mm-hmm.
it was a broken link.
Nice.
So it was amazing that they actually had anyone in the program. But
that was fun. That would be fun. Hopefully none of ours.
Look at it as an affiliate.
Yeah, look at it as an affiliate. Simple HTML, like line breaks and paragraph breaks. Don't do any crazy images and stuff. Okay, we had one affiliate that couldn't attend that wanted to make sure that merchants know that the network they sign up with doesn't manage their program or their affiliates. And if they don't have anyone to manage their own affiliate program, they need an OPM or they won't be very successful. Now, what does this have to do with merchant agreements? Well, there's a boatload of merchants whose program description reads, Merchant X has not added any specific terms. And when you read the description, they think it says managed by ShareASale or managed by CJ or whatever network they're in. And that tells affiliates, again, like Eric said, do as you please because the program is not being managed and there's no terms, so pretty much you can do whatever you want. A year or so later, they need to close the program because they've been paying for, their own traffic. Their PPC has been getting overwritten, and there's no notice given because they think the network will tell everybody, and that is actually a network problem, but also a merchant problem. You should notify your affiliates at least 30 days before you're going to close your program. But networks do not, in general, manage merchants. They are pretty much just the tracking and payment platform. So as a merchant, check it out first and make sure that even if you only need it at the beginning when you're getting set up, hire a consultant to help you get your merchant agreement created and get all your ducks in a row before you start your program.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we have any questions? Do we have anybody left?
Yeah, everybody's still here.
Yeah, I think they're not sitting at their computers.
we didn't get a question, but Wade said that the FTC sees the merchants as the ones who's benefiting the most from review sites. So they hold them responsible as well, which we covered.
Yeah, well, and they're getting, merchants are getting held more responsible down the chain from not just review sites, but from Black Hat Tactics. And, there's more people high up in the government that are using computers now to go shopping. And, if Senator so-and-so's wife gets hit with a virus because she went shopping on a website that was an affiliate website that downloaded adware to her computer, she's going to tell her husband, the senator, and they're going to make a regulation. And we would rather self-regulate and not have to worry about that. So, I'm glad we don't have any more questions. That tells me that we were pretty thorough. If you do have questions afterwards, you can contact any of us via email. You can see on this last slide, and when I put the slide deck up, I'll have a resources slide added to the end of it. And if any of you on the call have anything that you'd like me to add to the resource slide, just shoot me an email at dc@merchantavcs.com. And thanks, Eric, for taking time out of your day to be with us. And I hope everybody learned something, and have a great day.